fake Black history way too many people believe. All African Americans were free following the Emancipation Proclamation? Not so fast. By now, many people know that many African Americans were still enslaved following the Emancipation Proclamation. And we usually think about that in the context of Galveston, Texas, and Juneteenth. However, enslaved African Americans in the state of Maryland were still enslaved following the Emancipation Proclamation, but for a completely different reason. I recently attended a day of acknowledgement confronting the legacy of slavery in Anne Arundel County, Maryland, which is also the location where Kunta Kinte came into the United States of America. And one of his descendants, Chris Haley, who is director of the study of the legacy of slavery in Maryland at the Maryland State Archives, explains. And Chris Haley, the name may sound familiar, is also the nephew of Alex Haley, who is the author of Roots. Haley explains,
Maryland explicitly forbade the passage of any law under that existing constitution that would abolish slavery. However, Maryland never seceded from the Union, and President Abraham Lincoln worked hard to ensure that it wouldn't, because the number of Confederate states that already surrounded the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. In 1863, President Lincoln signed an executive order, the Emancipation Proclamation, which declared that all persons held as slaves in Confederate states that were still in rebellion were free. However, despite popular belief, it did not end slavery in loyal slave-holding border states like Maryland, which were still a part of the Union. On November 1st, 1864, Maryland adopted a new state constitution, which included a provision for emancipation. Slavery was abolished through a popular vote, which passed by only 375 votes. Approximately 400 people registered for this event. Voting matters.